So as I'm sitting down to film this, to do this collective reading and to do this channeling for you guys, I am feeling admittedly extremely unprepared. I have this energy that I'm not prepared enough, that I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. And even though that is channeling in a nutshell, that is the whole point of these readings, is to allow the divine to speak through me. It's something that I'm used to at this point. I feel myself, and I knew that this was a collective energy that I was picking up on, getting sucked back into these old paradigms of feeling unprepared, needing to do more research, needing to meditate a little longer, to rest a bit more, to work up my strength. And this is exactly what I'm seeing being mirrored back to me in the cards, in the tarot cards, that I'm going to show you and go through with you in just a moment. But right off the bat, if you are feeling, especially when it comes to actually anything, but just it's something deep within your heart, a heart's desire, a dream, if you feel overly protective, if you feel that you're not prepared, if you feel yourself holding back and just pushing up against a ton of resistance right now, then that is a huge confirmation that this reading is for you. There's a huge, very important message in here for you. Also, if you're somebody who just has a tendency to never feel quite prepared enough in life, and that's kind of a big theme or something that you've struggled with, then this is also definitely a reading for you. If you don't feel protected, if you're the kind of person who feels, especially lately, that you've needed more and more spiritual protection, or that you just feel like you need to defend your position, protect yourself, prepare yourself, that you don't want to be caught unprepared, that is coming through, thank you, Spirit, then those are very strong signs that this message is for you. Also, another thing coming through, if you're preparing for some sort of test or exam or certification or course of study, and you feel like you just need to keep studying, like you don't know enough, or you're going into a presentation and you're not prepared enough, huge message coming through for you as well right now. So let me show you the cards and we'll go through them together. Such a beautiful, just visually telling spread as I'm looking at it. So at the bottom of this spread right now, this tarot spread that I've pulled for you guys, we have the 9 of Wands coming out in reverse. Okay, so this is the bottom card. This really represents the foundation, the underlying energy that everything else is built on, or kind of ties back to in this spread, okay? We can call it the underlying theme. So that's the 9 of Wands reversed. And by the way, so many cards flew out and jumped out in this spread as I was doing it. I was trying to get 5 cards and just a ton were flying out. Another kind of repetitive message that of feeling unprepared, things flying out at you, feeling like there are just these surprises flying out at you. So I wanted to pull 1 card, or intended to pull 1 card for the past position, and 3 pretty intense cards came out. I'm going to show you them exactly as they came out, like this. So the Hanged Man, sorry, it was actually, I think it was in reverse when I pulled it. Yeah, I apologize. The Hanged Man was in reverse, the 4 of Swords, and the Strength in reverse. And these are all in your past position. So a recent past. And this is kind of very much in line with the energy of that resistance, that procrastination, that stalling kind of energy. In the present position, I have the 10 of Cups, beautiful, coming out. In the future position, the Devil reversed. Oh, sorry, that needs to be covered. The Devil reversed. And to clarify that, this actually jumped out right after in the spread, the Page of Wands reversed. And then at the very top of the spread, so this is where we're going, where we're heading. This is the aim, this is the goal, the entire point of the past, present, future. This is where it's taking us, okay? So it's kind of almost like a future, you can think about it, but it's also just as like the bottom card has the intention of all the cards tying back to it. This top card, I really hope I'm making sense, also has the intention of everything kind of tying back to it. And so look, when I'm looking at the spread here, and I will go through the cards individually as well, but it is so clear, something so interesting was forming in my mind's eye visually, and I want to create this visual for you, and I think everything will make sense. So at the bottom and the top, if you kind of visualize these two cards together like that, what happens is that we have this little fortress, this almost like boundary, these wall, like this wall that's built out of these wands with the two cards combined. Then on one end of the reading, we have the Hanged Man reverse, and he right over here is suspended on another kind of, it almost looks like a wand, right? That's on one side. And then on the other side, this random, like it just felt so random for this Page of Wands. Like what was that about, to fly out after I had already gotten the Devil in reversed? And here we have another sort of wand creating the other end of this energetic wall, this wall of wands, if you want to call it that. And so I'm going to just show you these 4 cards just to make sure that's very clear. Hopefully I can do this. Like that. Do you see how all of these wands create this fortress? And so I'm looking at this spread and I'm thinking to myself, like, what is this collective protecting? What are you building this wall around? What is in the center there that is so tender that you feel that you need so much protection around? And the answer is this. It's the 10 of Cups. Understandably, the 10 of Cups in tarot represents, I mean, the ultimate joy. This is your joy right here. This is family and friends and dancing and rainbows and, you know, fully just emotional fulfillment in this card. And of course, you will protect that. It makes complete sense. However, the message that is coming through so clearly with this right here, and this whole kind of word of caution here, is that maybe, just maybe, you've built such thick walls, such harsh and hard walls to protect your dream. So much so that you can't even get in there yourself and grab it. And it's literally in the center, in the present position of your reading, waiting for you to claim it. And this is the energy that I'm getting. You've built this fortress around your dreams, and you are not allowing yourself to even let love in, to feel the happiness, to feel those dreams of yours. And I really feel that this is because of past disappointments. And that is so natural for us. Like when we get hurt, when we have our dreams, when we get rejected, when we, you know, quote unquote fail. I don't really believe in the word failure. I only believe in learning, to be honest. But if you know, at the time of, let's say, a perceived failure, it really does feel like a letdown. And I'm getting that energy of like, I want to cry when I say this. It's like, no, I have to protect my dreams. They're in there. I can't let anyone or anything touch them. They're so important to me. But my question to you, and this is coming through spirit, is like, what if you never even allow yourself to touch them? You have to, it's like I have this like urge that I just like, even though there's all this kind of blue energy surrounding these wands over here on all corners, Like, that's how I feel. I feel like if it wasn't for all the blue, all the like, almost like, I know it's supposed to be sky here, but to me, I'm seeing it as water right now. If it wasn't for that, this spread would blow up. Like, your dreams that you're protecting in the center, there would be so many wands all around them that it would literally explode, is how I'm feeling, if it wasn't for this water. And that's how I feel. I feel like I want to just pour a bucket of water all over this spread. Even the devil over here, with his torch, yes, he's in the reversed position in the future. But when you see the reading all laid out like that, he is on this side, and it's almost like his torch is like one more time he's trying to grab at your dreams right here. So I get it. I get that you feel that you've been attacked. You feel that you have to defend. And it's not even you feel you've been attacked. I'm really picking up the vibe that you have been. You've had to exert a great deal of strength, so much so that it almost felt to you that you were too weak at sometimes to even continue. Like, there's so much exhaustion. I hope I'm making sense right now in this spread. But the barriers that you've built, it's unsustainable for you to be the one protecting them. And I actually went and I got, and we will pull more oracle cards together, but I already wanted to just get some clarity, and I pulled some Archangel oracle cards just to see what is happening. I just needed an Archangel in there to lighten it up a little bit. And the two cards that came out were Michael and Archangel Uriel. So actually Uriel was, I keep doing that. Last time I did it backwards, I replayed the video and I was like, oh, it's mirrored, and then everything was backwards. But I'm just gonna tell you, Uriel was in your past position, and that makes a ton of sense. So this card says, learning experience. Take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. And I almost feel like I was saying before that this was in the past done to your detriment. Now, Uriel is also the card of the solar plexus, the sun energy. You can see there's a sun in the card right here. He's the archangel of shining your light. And your light is in the middle of this spread. And along with Michael, Archangel Michael here, the archangel of protection, who is infinitely stronger than all of these barriers that you could possibly put up. These two combined, to me, this message is telling you it is safe for you to shine. It is safe for you to shine your light. You have spiritual protection, the most infinite, endless, intense, strong protection that you could ever imagine on your side. No sticks or stones or anything like that can get at your dreams, but you must surrender. And when you surrender and you let these walls fall away a little bit, guess what is waiting for you? You already know the answer because you've been trying to protect it this whole time. It's time to let down these walls a little bit. Now, I mentioned the word surrender, and I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I do hope this is all coming together and making sense for you guys. I mentioned the word surrender, and I want to be really clear here. Surrender does not mean giving up. No. Surrender just means invoking thine will, okay? Instead of thy will. Thine will means God's will, God's energy. This is thine will, okay? This is spiritual protection without you needing to do it all yourself. And this is a message that we get so often in this collective. You guys, you don't need to do everything yourself. You must call on spiritual protection from higher forces and believe that you are protected because you are. Your dreams are safe. And you know, on the other side of that, and I've mentioned this in previous readings as well, but I just want to repeat this again. Sometimes, you know, you can't protect yourself, and that's okay. It's not always the point of life to protect everything, to be safe. Sometimes you need to be a little risky, open your heart a little, see what happens, risk rejection. Don't be, you know, have discernment, of course, but if you spend your life trying to uphold boundaries and keep your deepest, safest dream, your deepest desires and your heart's desires walled in, creating this fortress, you will never be able to penetrate them. You will never be able to feel them. And you will die, as Wayne Dyer, you know, beautifully says, with your music still in you. And your music will be safe, yes, but it will still be inside of you. So sometimes you have to remember that you came here in life to jump in and get your hands a little dirty and to get a little messy, and it's okay. You know, we all, a lot of us in the spiritual community, we speak about creating and manifesting and being the co-creator of our lives. And sometimes, you guys, yes, that's all beautiful. And I back that 100%. I do think that we have so much power in manifesting our dreams and desires in life. But sometimes you have to remember you are also the airplane, and you need to let God and the divine work through you, okay? You need to trust them. Confirmation hiccup, I didn't even say that because it just felt so right in my body. And so I want to, another thing I want to mention, you know, I'm looking at these two cards in front of me right now, Michael and Uriel together. First of all, like the way that they kind of merge into each other with the blue and the yellow is so beautiful, right? It's almost like they are completing each other. But if you think about it like this in terms of the chakra system, the solar plexus is yellow, and Uriel does rule that. He's the Archangel of Sun, solar plexus, shining your light, all of that. And then there's Michael, which in this case is representing the throat chakra, right, with the blue. But what's in between, you guys? What is in between that is the heart chakra. And the heart in and of itself, it's this bridge, it's the chimney that allows you to connect. Like if you think about the heart chakra in terms of the 7 chakras, it is the fourth, it's the center point. You have 3 on the bottom, 3 lower chakras, and 3 on top. And the heart is the very center of that. It's the center point. And you cannot step out into this world and voice your truth and speak your truth and just try to will it into action without first traveling up through the heart chakra. And for all intents and purposes right now, I'm going to use this as the heart chakra here because this is existing in your heart right now. These are your heart's desires. So I'm almost feeling like the missing piece between these two is you and your heart. Your heart is needed for this right now, okay? So I want to go ahead and this deck was really calling to me today. This is Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation. And I want to pull a message for us, an oracle card about, you know, what are we going to ask? Let's think of a good question for this. I want to know how we can reach within and feel safe. I want to be able to give you guys some more information because I know that like it's hard to just say feel safer and like, you know, run along now and go off and know that you're protected when you've been defending yourself your whole life, right? So how can we feel safe and strong enough? Like what do we need to know, angels? What do we need to know, God, about feeling safe and secure to shine? And so I'm gonna ask Archangel Michael, and Uriel to come forth and help us right now choose an oracle card for us What do we need to know? How can we feel truly, and what do we need to know about being safe to shine our light, to reach in and grab that heart's desire? And I'm gonna let this card fall out on its own here. What do we need to know? How can we feel safe expressing our heart's desires right now? Thank you, angels, thank you. Do you guys see how much resistance is even, oh my gosh, interesting, okay. You guys, we already got this card in a previous spread. This is the solar light upgrade. Inner fire, willpower. I mean, this card in and of itself is nearly blinding, right? It's like, this is pushing through no matter what. And if you look at the very center of this, it is that green, that heart chakra color that is coming through. And the message from spirit that I'm getting right now is that you don't need to actually do anything. It's already in there if you will allow yourself to shine. Do you see that visual that I'm seeing right now? So that's the thing. So with that in mind, how can we allow, what else do we need to know about shining our light that is already in there, shining our light that's already in there? Oh my gosh, there is so much resistance. You know what? I'm gonna ask a different question. What do we need to know now? Maybe we're asking the wrong questions. What do we need to know right now? Let's see what comes out. Angels, okay. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. That was the question. Okay, we were too focused on our heart rather than just asking what we need to know. So at the bottom of this deck, wow, look at how these cards are coming out right now. The second that I let go a little bit. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So the bottom, this literally is the Archangel Michael card, Sword of Light. This is Michael's sword. It says divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. This is amazing. Thank you. And then at the top of this deck, we have Seraphim's Gateway. Okay, this is another card of angelic protection and support. It says voice activation, beautiful. That is the throat chakra that we were just speaking about. Angelic attunement, divine support. And then the two cards that dropped are the Karmic board clearing. That's this card right here. That's a, wow, stunning card. And the third eye activation. I'm gonna read this one right here, the Karmic board clearing, as well as I wanna read Seraphim's Gateway. That one is really calling to me. We're gonna see what happens with the other two, but how beautiful is that? It's like cords are cut. Michael is so clearly with us. Thank you, Michael. And where's the book? Okay. So Karmic board clearing. Let's do this one. So these were the two cards that dropped on my lap, the Karmic board clearing and third eye activation. But I want to read, this one is just so standing out to me, the Karmic board clearing. Okay. So this card says energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. The Karmic board is a congregation of spiritual beings dedicated to implementing the law of cause and effect. They have the capacity to help us overcome any karmic blockages that are affecting us. We can call on them to bring healing into our energy field and to clear away any patterns that are standing in the way of our experience of love and the expression of our life purpose. Karmic blockages are often misunderstood. Many people think that a blockage is a punishment, so true, confirmation hiccup, for their bad choices or wrongful behavior. But it's not. Source is always on our side. It wants us to have a positive experience here on earth, but it also honors our choices and experiences. And sometimes these result in karmic blockages. It's important to know that many of these blockages were actually created by innocent choices. For example, continually letting someone's bad behavior or mistreatment of us slide because we really wanted to see the good in them. Hold up. or choosing not to let love in. Yo, that's the thing, not letting love in. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, or choosing not to let love in because there was a part of us that was scared of the unknown. You guys, this is exactly it. This is everything. We have been choosing not to let love in because of past hurts. Wow, wow. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna read the activation, the little connection here. And I want you guys to repeat this as well out loud, okay? If you're resonating with this energy of creating the walls, creating the fortress, and you're ready to let go of that karmic debt that has built up because of these previous rejections or failures or disappointments, and you're ready to clear that away, know that the karmic board, this energetic congregation, as Kyle Gray calls it so beautifully, is here and helping us rewrite our stories right now. So imagine yourself surrounded by golden light. Exactly. And say, thank you, karmic board, for clearing all blockages, debts, unfinished patterns, experiences, psychic pain, or any other barriers that could be standing in the way of my experience of love. Every time Spirit does this, every time. Barriers, that is exactly what I'm seeing here, is this fortress, these barriers, these boundaries. I am ready to clear those out of my life, and if you are still sitting here, then you are as well. So congratulations, because you have just gotten yourself a one-way ticket to everything your heart desires. Beautiful. I'm gonna read the rest of this message. So if you are being overwhelmed by a traumatic memory or a painful event, know it's because this old energy is no longer serving you, and that your spirit is calling for it to be released. This card comes to you at a time when you are ready to surrender old ways of being and old stories. Know that receiving this message means your energetic self has been taken to the karmic board during sleep or meditation. Yo, good job. So that your light body can be cleared of all karmic blockages and stories. All fears, phobias, challenges with partners and relationships and feelings of being misunderstood are now being released. You are ready to move forward. Oh my goodness, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This feels very, very aligned. Okay. I want to read this card as well. It's really, really speaking to me. Seraphim's Gateway. Also such a stunning card. Actually, look at these two cards together. Wow. I'm seeing this column of light, and I'm actually seeing going from like the shadowy to the kind of more angelic. It's almost like this one is covering that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay. I'm a very visual person, if you guys haven't noticed, so everything to me, I don't even look at what the cards say sometimes. I just look at the image that is being created through them, and it just, you know, is worth 1,000 words, as they say. So Seraphim's Gateway. Seraphim's Gateway, okay. The Seraphim are the highest form of angelic beings who are said to radiate from the heart. Where's that card, you guys? From the heart of Source. They have been described in many different ways through the ages, but what is common is the idea that a brilliant light emanates from them. The word Seraphim means burning ones. Oh my gosh, you guys, all the fire, the wands, the bucket of water I wanted to pour on all that fire, the burning ones, amazing. For in ancient times, light was associated with fire, as this was the main source of light within homes. These beings of infinite light are essentially divine love that is taking on an angelic form in order to serve the universe. When they have appeared physically, they have been described as having 6 wings, and they are known for their heavenly voices. In fact, miraculous planetary shifts are reported to take place when they sing. In the heavenly realms, they sing in constant praise of the Creator. Other angelic presences report to them with regard to their spiritual duty. As it were, it doesn't operate in such a linear way, but this is the best way for us to understand the process. If you have ever woken up hearing your name being sung, the Seraphim have visited you. When they come to you, know that you are blessed to be in the presence of angelic beings that emanate directly from the heart of Source. Their voices will help awaken the angelic presence you hold within. Wow. So that you can support the expansion of the world. So here's how to connect with the Seraphim energy. Visualize yourself immersed in golden light. Then say, "Thank you, mighty Seraphim, for blessing me with your loving presence and for supporting me in awakening the angelic qualities I have within." So this is your message. You are blessed to receive the light of the Seraphim. Know that these beings of infinite light are singing your name in the heavens to unlock the power of your own voice. Angelic support surrounds you at this time. Well, isn't that great to know, guys? You can put down your wands now and, like I said, use thine will instead of thy will, because angelic support surrounds you at this time. Know that you are safe. Yes. For you are being held by the presence of love. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. The Seraphim are witnessing the glory of your being and activating your angelic qualities. You care deeply about the welfare of the planet and all of her beings. In fact, you are hoping to make a great difference in the world. And the reason for this is you are carrying angelic light. Let it shine on the world around you. And it's 3:33 on my clock right now. You guys, I mean, yes, it is safe to shine. It is literally safe to shine. You are so protected. 33:33 as I just looked up at my timer. There is literally nothing else I can add to this, like thine will instead of thy will. It is so strong. You are so protected. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.